So what's going on, everyone? How's everyone doing? I'm back with another review, and like I told you guys in my weekend review, I was gonna enjoy and love this album and definitely review it. With that being said, today, if you didn't read the title before clicking on this video, we're talking about Childish Gambino's new album that just came out called Awaken My Love. Now, I've been looking forward to this album since it was announced. Like, I'm a big Childish Gambino fan ever since Camp, and this album isn't like Camp. It's not a rap album. There's no rapping in this. But this album, the path that Childish Gambino went, aka Donald Glover, he's killed it. And this album is, I feel like, what he's been leading up to. Because each one of his projects that he's put out has had a different sound. I feel like, if I'm not mistaken, at least to me, you know, the last album he had, which was Because of the Internet, had like a mix of rap, also with more like different sounds and instrument focused a little bit there. If I'm remembering it correctly, because I haven't listened to the album in probably a few years now, but if I'm remembering correctly, like, he had a mix of it, in my opinion, where yeah, he was rapping, but some songs had that like interesting, you know, beat choice or whatever it may be to change it up. And I feel like that's what led him into producing Awaken My Love. Now, this album, to me, as I was continuously listening to it and like trying to understand why he made an album like this, looking at Childish Gambino, he's different. He doesn't go with the normal. He likes to do what he wants to do, and that's what I love and appreciate about his album and his discography, because it's interesting. You're not gonna get the same project, similar to how we're seeing Kendrick Lamar do it. You're not getting the same thing, just in a different format. It's different. It's sonically different, and that's what this album is to me. Now, of course, we've heard two songs on it. Me and My Mama, and also Redbone were two singles that he put out previously before the album came out. Those tracks were different. When I first heard Me and My Mama, it was interesting because you don't hear any lyrics or anything really, except for just instruments and it just leading up until like the middle of the song, and then you get like a burst of, you know, guitars and drums and just everything bursting at you, and you have, you know, Childish like in the mix of that. Overall, I didn't know what to expect when hearing that song, and then comes out Redbone, which is a song that I personally liked when that came out. This album is like a soulful, funky, you know, electric guitar playing. Like, this album is creative, is what I'll say. And I like it. And some of the songs I thought were interesting, you know, as I was listening to this and really digging deep as to like what the meaning was for every song. Like, for example, Redbone. To me, that song, he's talking about, you know, a relationship issue where he's with the girl and he feels like she's cheating. You know, saying that niggas are creeping, and you know, he doesn't feel like he can trust her with it. He's saying he stays woke, so he's not like unaware. He knows what's happening, and like, I thought that was interesting. You know, when you first hear the song, you don't immediately jump to that. But after you take time to like listen to the lyrics, at least that's what it came out to me, was him talking about a relationship and him having, you know, his trust issues, which is different from Donald Glover to make that type of song, because you know him with Heartbeat, you know, back when he had Camp. You know, it's interesting how he's describing a relationship and cheating and stuff in a different sound. I like it. Like, it's amazing. The next one I want to talk about would probably have to be Zombies. And Zombies, to me, when I was listening to this, like, I thought was interesting. To me, from that song, I got that, you know, saying that we're essentially being eaten by zombies. And what I say for that is by big corporations, is my assumption, is what he means by it. Because as Donald's talking in the background saying, you know, I'm glad we met you. We've come for you for profit, or we come to eat you for profit. At least to me, it jumps out saying, hey, big corporations, he's making a song like that and saying that they're zombies, like they're mindless and they're coming for you. And throughout the song, or through the end of the song, I should say, you hear a demonic laugh, and Donald, aka Childish Gambino, asking if you're alive, like multiple times, as the laugh is continuing lightly in the background, which I thought was interesting. I thought that was clever and interesting, and you know, that's just my 2 cents from listening to the song. I'm not sure what you guys take away from it, but that's what I thought. You know, it was talking about big corporations and them being the zombies and us, you know, being glad they met us, of course, and they're eating us for profit, which is clever. Definitely is clever. And the other song that I would have to touch on would have to be The Riot. Now, The Riot I thought was interesting because I was trying to understand what was the meaning of this. And to me, it sounded like some Black Lives Matter type of thing here. Because he touches on things. I'm gonna take out my phone to cheat because I had this written down, and it sounded like he was talking about Black Lives Matter when he said they tried to kill us not because they feel us, but they won't take his pride. Like, of course, that was the chorus in it. So to me, like, that song, it said riot, and it reminded me of Ferguson, you know, stretching back to what, 2014. Like, it reminded me of that, and I couldn't help but feel like it was associated to Black Lives Matter, of course, because that whole movement, and him saying they tried to kill us. I'm assuming Donald's talking about us, as in black people, and, you know, that they won't take our pride. Now, that could be correlating to the police shootings, you know, various things, but that's what I got from this. This album was interesting. Like, just listening to it, just, you know, hitting play and going through it, I feel like you can't, like, you really can't scratch the surface of this. I could be wrong if I'm just going off, like, what I'm feeling from this, because I had to listen to this multiple times to at least understand, okay, like, what are you trying to say here? Like, what's the underlying meaning, or what's the deep meaning to this? Like, what was the purpose? I would really hope that, you know, Donald comes out and does some interviews and talks about this album, because I'm just interested into one, why did he create such a great and a creative piece, I would like to say. You know, what inspired him, and just like his thoughts on like I want him to be asked about certain songs on this album, because I want to personally know more. The album I thought was a great album. It is what I expected, seeing that the 2 single songs he gave us, it you know, gave us all a taste to say, like, okay, we know what this album's gonna sound like, we're ready for it. With that being said, guys, after giving you guys a little taste and my thoughts on a couple tracks, we're gonna hop into my top 3 songs, which my top 3 of this would have to be Redbone, Zombies, and I gotta go with Stand Tall, which surprisingly Stand Tall is like the only one that, like, Donald had like a long verse in it, and that one he was like more so singing. But overall, this album was on point. Like, I gotta say, this would probably have to be, yeah, I'd definitely probably throw this in like my top albums of the year. Like, this, I don't know if I would consider it rap necessarily, because there's no rapping in it, but this album is definitely a creative piece. I give him credit, and I want to see an interview of what his thoughts are. With that being said, I definitely have to throw this album with the 10. Just the sounds and just everything on this was flawless in my opinion. Like, from start to finish, he took you on a journey, like a musical journey in my opinion, where it's like, it's something that you have to experience. If you haven't heard the album, definitely check it out on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, however you listen to your music. Check out this album. Tell me your thoughts down below if you've heard it. Do you like it? Are you feeling it? What songs do you like? What songs do you not like? Tell me your thoughts all down below in the comment section. I'm curious. You know, what were your thoughts on some of the songs? Were they similar to what I was thinking? You know, what type of vibe or concept do you think he had in mind for it? With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. And yeah, if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed also, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that to yourself? Hit that subscribe button. Definitely like this video. More reviews to come. I'm getting excited. I'm getting back to this motion. I'm definitely hyped. Like, we're definitely going down. We're making this happen, guys. With that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one, alright? Peace.